Okay, get this rear wheel up in here. I got a lot of negative comments about me not knowing what the hell I'm doing when I'm changing out rear wheels on these Sportsters. You know what? You're right, because I don't know how to work on these pieces of crap because I don't work on them. I think they said you're supposed to pull this off, you're supposed to pull off something else. I don't remember what the hell you're supposed to pull off. All I know is I got some stuff disconnected here. I don't even remember what I did. I don't really care. I'm just going to put it back together. We'll worry about how to do it correctly later. I don't even do one of these a year. I do like one of them every 5 years. So, figure out how you want to do it. I do whatever it takes to make it work. That's what I do. Alright, so, first thing I do is figure out what the hell I'm going to do here. I get the brake caliper back in here. Alright, that's in. I wish you put some kind of a lubricant on these screws. A little anti-seize probably wouldn't hurt. There's probably some fancy grease I could use if I looked around for it, but anti-seize will work. Besides, it makes it nice and gooey when I touch them. I'll even put a little bit on a thread too so they won't rust in. I'm sure this will come back to haunt me because I'll get all nice and gooey now. You know who to blame it on. In case you know what anti-seize is. Never seize. Alright, let's see what it's going to take to put this together. I guess the first thing I can do is find me a wrench that works these. What size wrench do I need? Probably the correct one. Let's see, not that one. And that one seems pretty loose. Definitely not that one. I like that one. Somebody mixed them up. Okay, that's the one we're using. Whatever size that is, it's a Torx head something. It's like about a 5/16 Torx head. They don't listen that way though. Okay, I got the brake pads in there, the calipers up in there. It probably won't clear with a squat, so I might take all that. And let's find out. Here's the wheel. Yeah. The belt goes on here somehow. And the caliper's in the way already. Yeah, it's perfect. Ew, I touched the dirty part already. I cleaned the caliper already. Obviously I missed a spot. Okay, the caliper comes off. That gives me more room. I'm going to drop the bike down over the tire. Or a wheel. Tire is a black pot, wheel is the whole assembly. Okay, how's it coming over here? Almost got that on, that's a plus. Quite going around yet. Slipping in there pretty good so far. Okay, that's about as far as I'm going to get that way. I'll get this belt on here pretty soon. I'm not going to be able to get it on at all. There we go. Belt's on. Pads are not in yet. So we got the belt all up in there. The spacer goes there. That'd be this one. And that one's already there. So now we get this rotor has to line up into the brake pads right there. And once this whole assembly drops down further, I can put the caliper and slip it into here. Right now this is too thick to go in there. So go. Just sneak it on down a little bit further. Sure, I'm doing this all wrong. Okay. Brake pads are fighting me a little bit. A shocker. There it goes. Those are in. Slide this back. Okay, that's over there where it belongs. Put the caliper in here right now while we still got access. So I just slide the whole assembly back because it's way up over here. There's the pad, squeeze them together. The springy-dingy thing here is still in here. So if you don't hurry and put this in there, you might not be able to get it in later. So let's put it in right now. Looks like it just slips on in here, slick as shit. We still got that far. It's fighting me a little bit. Appears to be in the right spot though. I think it looks good. Take one of these gooey ass pins right here. Stick it in there. That works so good, I'm gonna do it again. Oh, this one don't go in though. There's a clip that's not where it belongs. The caliper needs to go up a little bit. There we go. Just had to lift the caliper up slightly. Okay, those look good. Let's go ahead and give it a couple of turns to get the thread started. So I'm sure I'm doing this all wrong. I don't care. I'm not working flat rate. As long as it's done correctly, I don't care how long it takes. Okay, looks like the axle's almost where it needs to be anyway. I can get that spacer in there and I gotta put the axle in it. Now do we put the axle in from the left or the right? Harley's probably got some plan where it's supposed to go in this way. I like them coming in this way because I want access to the nut and be able to pull apart when the bike's together, and if the muffler's in the way, you can't do it that way. So I'm going to do it from this side. I don't care what Harley says. It can go either way. He's going to tell you about the rotation, and that will loosen if you do it this way. I don't care. Okay. Need to get this spacer in there before it's too far into it. It might not be able to go in at all if I wait too long. Okay, there it goes. It went in. Take my big screwdriver and jam it in there right now. Now it can't drop out. Lower the bike a little bit further. Bring it down until the axle lines up with a hole over here. So there's our hole. There it goes through. Stick this in here. I used to like having the cotter keys up. Screwdriver fell out. That probably is a good sign. That means you're halfway lined up on this side. Okay, where we at here? I need to go forward. Looks like the bike is a little bit on the low side. Whoop, that's it. Trip hazard. Where's OSHA? In proper tripod location. See, now I got a walkway, see? I get on the cameraman's ass about doing that. Safety hazard. Okay, we go up just a little bit. Go over here and see what we got now. Almost going in now, not quite. A little more. Palm of my hand doesn't like that, but oh well, it'll get over it. Here's a real hammer. She's in. That should have been up higher. Why is that not going up? It's a lip on there. So we're going to pull the wheel back, move it up. If that don't work, let's pull the axle back out. There we go. Okay, this is on this side of the bike, which means the axle's in backwards. Remember, it's in backwards. Don't tell nobody. I'm going to get sued from Harley now for improper axle application. Okay, there's your nut. Now I'm going to jack the bike up to get off the wheel. Weight off the wheel. Appears to be moving. It's a good sign. One problem with this is I don't have access to tighten the nut up. That means we're going to have to get a socket. Damn, I hate sockets. What size is this? Let me get my veneer caliper out. It's about that size right there. Put in my veneer caliper to 15/16. Ooh, pretty good guess. Get my calibrated torque wrench out. Yeah, see, I calibrated. It's this long instead of this long. But see, it's adjustable. I can go here or here. Whatever I think I need. Good. How many feet playing with that? About that much? Yeah, about that much. Remember, don't over torque your axles. If you do, they might not bend. Okay, the problem is right now, I even got to tighten it more, I got to loosen it. You see the cotter pin holes in the wrong spot. And you know I don't really want to loosen it up any, so I'm thinking we'll just go a little tighter. Yep, there we go. Yeah, go a little bit more. About that much. If in doubt, tighten the damn thing up. Oh, it almost didn't fit. Okay. Put the long side that way and the short side goes up this way. That way it pokes you every time you go near it. The other way of doing it is you go the other opposite direction with it. Be like this. And you can bend it inward. And bend the long side down. All the way around here. Wrap it around, or you can go the other direction, go inward. I like it this way. See, this way it can fall out when it breaks. If it falls out, if it breaks, it's going to fall out anyway. It's no good. So why does it matter? Okay. Let's see how stiff this thing is. It's pretty stiff. Hit the exhaust. Hit it again. There you go. What's that rattle I hear? And if you don't want to rattle, you can tighten it up more. But I can't use a socket because it won't fit. I can use this though. Hey, no more rattle. It's tight. Okay, I'm going to tighten these down just a little bit. That's half a flat. And half flat on the other side too. Amazing, they're both the same. Okay, here's our belt. Nice and tight. Okay, now, looks like I took off the belt guard here. That's probably what these screws are for. So I'm going to have to figure out how to install these now. And figure out where they go. That's probably almost as hard as doing the other part. So we're going to get a couple of wrenches over here right now. So there's this one. You might need some kind of tools like this to use it. Okay. Probably like a 3/8 or something, I bet. There you go, it's a 3/8. Okay, so I got some tools. Now I get to go over here and figure out where the hell these things go. My guess is they go on the bike someplace. I'm guessing underneath. So we're going to have to get up under here and figure it out. It's probably going to be a pain in the ass to get to it, I bet, but let's see. Okay, one goes right there. There's one right up there. There must be a third one back here someplace. Yep, where my thumb is. I found a spot bend in clean. Get on his butt about this. Look at all that wax overspray up in there. That's all wax. So there's your bolt right there, and the one right there. That holds the guard on. Now see, they want me to pull the shock off. I did not pull the shock off. Oh well. I did it all wrong. I also over-torqued the axle and put it in backwards too. Don't forget that. I'm going to get fired at the Harley shop now. Terrible. I feel so bad. Can you tell it really bothers me? Where's that hole at? Somewhere in there's a hole. I don't know where though. Maybe there's no hole. Maybe it's just a fake hole. Oh shit, the hole's way up there. Oh, this has 2 holes in it. Why would they do that? Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, this is fancy. Okay, I see what the hell they did. Oh, this is stupid. Okay. Yep, that's what they did. Okay, see how it's got an oval slot in there? It's not oval, it's 2 hex heads. So this thing is made to go where you can shove it forward, loosen up the screws, slide it forward and drop it down. That's how you're supposed to get this wheel out quick and simple. See, now I know. Yeah, okay, that's the hidden secret right there. Loosen, slide forward, drop down, throw in the trash. Oh, you're supposed to put it back. That's right. Okay, see, now I know the secret. I didn't know the secret before. Okay, let's see if that secret actually works, because right now I got to figure out how to put it back together. It's being a pain. So if I go up here and loosen up this bolt right now, the one I can't get to. Oh, that thing is tight. Oh, jeez. You do put red Loctite on that little crappy little screw. Yeah, I always got some kind of Loctite on that thing. Okay. Okay. Come on, you slid forward. They do fit too, don't they? Oh, fucking Harley. Why would they make the hole just big enough it doesn't go through? Oh, them stupid fuckers. Yeah, leave the Harley put too big of a washer on there so it doesn't really fit through. Oh, that's some stiff out screw too. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's a good engineering job there for Harley. There it goes. Well, they still don't design this thing to work on, do they? Oh, they have made this thing so it just does not come out, does it? They did everything they could to make this not come out. Nice. Yep, they want you to pull the muffler. I don't want to pull the muffler. Yep, won't come out. They have this safety thing on the back side here to keep it from coming out all the way. It's a good thing right there. That's what they got. All right. Harley's master plan did not work. Oh, they got some other piece of crap on the other side. Oh, there's a piece of rubber on the inside of that. Oh, ain't that special. That wasn't bad enough. They had to put more crap over there. All right. Just screw it over there. I'm tired of fighting this piece of crap. You can spend an hour doing it that way and just pull the damn muffler off. Obviously the muffler's made to come off. That's what they want you to do. Takes you 5 minutes to get the muffler off. You can spend a half hour screwing out 3 screws. You're going to take the muffler off. Of course that might take a half hour. Oop. Squirt under there. Alright, muffler coming off. Yep, that one. Came off. Nice. Buffer's off. Ah, I got access now. Ooh, look at that. I can clean this off. See, that looks like crap in there anyway. See, somebody would have looked under there and saw that wax under there and knew that we actually waxed the bike and wouldn't be happy. Now I can clean it correctly, see. Not a total loss, see. Look at that. There you go. Spick and span. Look at this. Look at this joke. Big ass washers and now what the hole size is, see? So you still got to fight this thing. Alright, so we're going to fight it right now like this. Let's light on. With the muffler out of the way, you have access, see? One thing you gotta learn about when you're working on stuff. Sometimes you gotta take apart 3 things to get to the part you want to. And that's quicker than fighting it and not getting it done at all. The wrong way. Okay, and that bolt I didn't take off because it was tight. Take that other bolt off because there's no way I'm going to push it back on. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can get it up on that. Nope. Definitely had some heavy duty Loctite on this stuff. I guess they didn't want that belt guard falling off. Okay, we're going to put glue on it. Rear exhaust pipe's still in the way on this one. Yeah, screw it. Let's go to the front. Where's the hole at? The hole's way back there on this one. Alright, they're in there. It's one of the few places in a Harley where you can use one of those stupid ratchet wrenches that would actually help. I can't think of anything else in a Harley you'd ever use that on. So, if you work on an old bike, there's no place to use it. I guess some of these new bikes are made for that kind of crap. So I don't have one of those, so I'm going to have to use this. And I'm using a 12 point, or 6 point, which makes it harder to do. So if I had a 12 point, it'd be easier. So we're going to find ourselves a 3/8 12 point. Resembles something like this. See, now you can go quicker, see? Because every 12 point you have a 12th of a degree, and a 6 point you have a 1/6 of a degree. We don't have room to do a 1/6 of a degree. This is also long enough that gets me out far enough to have access to my hand out here. A long-winded screw. It takes 12 flats, 12 times to get one turn. There's probably about 6 turns. Multiply that out. How many times would I do this? Times 3. So we gotta figure out if I'm gonna go forward or back. And go back with it. Over here I can use a ratchet. Time saver. There. Good. This one you can't use a ratchet. I'm going to use this. Sometime next week, I'll get this up all the way. Maybe it's stripped out, maybe that's the problem. I doubt it. Ah, it's starting to get tight. Damn. It's plastic, don't make it too tight. There we go. Okay. It doesn't drag either. So what I did was, before I tightened it, I slid all the way back and I shoved it forward a little bit so it wouldn't be rubbing on the pulley up inside in there. So, now it rotates around like it's supposed to. There you go, all installed. Of course, now I got to put the muffler back on it because I had to take it off. Looks like I got a little goop on that too, so we'll goop that back up. And I still don't see why taking the shock off is going to help all this belt stuff. So what are they doing? Oh, that lets the chain guard go up. You still got the belt problem here, so I don't know. There might be a theory in that, I don't know. My theory is don't work on these piles of shit ever again. That's a good one. I'll go for that one. These are not the stock mufflers because they're way too light. But they are pretty heavy still. Oh, there it goes. Alright. Where's the hole at? Right there. Somewhere right there. Lightly torque it. Torque this one all the way here. Come back and torque the front one after it's lined up by that one. Tight. Yep, looks good. Wheel still rotates. Do we think the brake's going to work? Get that out of the way. Okay. Oh, I haven't tightened the brake up yet. I got so worked up on the other crap, I didn't finish my job over here. The brake's loose. Oh, geez, it fell off the bike. Don't forget to tighten up the caliper after you put the wheel in. It's optional though. There goes the 1 o'clock choo-choo. Okay. Torque. Torque. See, it's even on time today. 1 o'clock. Gotta be the dark one. There's no sun outside. Okay, caliper still works. Okay, let's go see if the brake works. It's always very important you test to make sure the brake works after you put the brake on. So you have to hit this lever right here too. I'll probably have to go 1 or 2 pumps to get the pads all the way out. Then it should work. So I gotta go. 1, 2, 3. Man, where are we over? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Damn. Ah, put your fingers on the wrenches. Ah, wheel's too close to drop. Damn. There it goes. There we go. That must be a real small ass master cylinder in this thing. See, the smaller the bore is in that, the longer it takes to fill up the reservoir over here. Inside of that. It must have slid over about a ½ inch. Okay. It did slide over a lot. You can see how much it moved over. That was all the way flush. So the reservoir is probably low now. I gotta check the reservoir again. Damn. So you want to make sure the wheel moves. When you do this, it stops, goes freely, stop, 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 stop. No dragging into it, see? Looks nice and freely, just like it's supposed to. Then you look at how much mushiness you got over here. See how everything's moving right here. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Did use a lot of fluid there, maybe. back and check the fluid level. Make sure there's got fluid in it. I might have used up all the fluid. These are probably metric screws. 1/4-inch wrench works though. So I had to pump it up with about 12, 14 times. That's a lot of pumping. When you have a big reservoir, big piston in that thing, it only takes about 3, but this time it took a lot more. Getting worried there for a minute. So use about half a reservoir in here or what? Oh yeah. How much fluid we used? Used a lot of fluid. So I had to come back and check it. I could see it was going to be a lot being used with that much pumping. Okay, so the master cylinder has a little bit of a taper to it, how it's made on the back wall down there. Turn it down where you can see it again. So right at the fluid line is where it comes in like an angle like that, and it goes straight. So I fill up to that point. And that's definitely above the top of this. And that's about an 1/8 inch to 3/16 lower than I did before. And we were starting to pump some fluid out when we did that. So that should be about the right level, I would guess. So that is kind of a reference point. So give a little more just in case. I always like a little extra. Okay, I'm going to put this in there and see how much this floods everywhere. It did not flood. Good sign. That means there's still air in there someplace. That's a good thing. So I used about half the reservoir with the fluid doing that, pumping that brake up over there. That's a lot of fluid. Must be a big piston over there. Okay, make sure you center that up and find the happy spot where it was before. Okay, put a little squeeze on it. Squeeze on it. If you see the rubber starting to buckle out a little bit, you definitely got enough tension on it. I'm not feeling the tension yet. Yep. There you go, that's enough. Okay. So we got the brakes done, rear wheels done. Rear brakes are done. Didn't get to the front brakes yet. I'll have to do it another time. Spent too much time fixing the rear brake. Okay, so all of this is now done. So, next thing we got to do is we have to go back on the front end over here. And we also got to do the carburetor up over here, which I was going to work on a little bit, but oh well. So the front wheel, I wanted to go take it back off. I got to put the brake rotor on it. I'm going to look at the spacing and the grease on the front axle. I think I checked it before, but I'll just double check it. I usually don't like the grease these things come with factory, so don't be surprised if I top seals out and put new grease in it. We'll check the in-play on it, and then I gotta go back and check the brake or the fluid in the front end, because someone commented that I screwed up my fluid level. So I gotta go back and watch the video and see what I did, fix that, and then get the brakes up on there and get the front brakes to work. And that'll take care of the chassis stuff. Then I gotta do the carburetor, get that all dialed in. And the last thing over here is change out the primary cover if I feel like it. I have a brand new one here to use, but I might just give them, whoever buys the bike, I might just give them the cover, let them worry about it. I don't have time to deal with it right now. So anyway, got a big step done. It's up on 2 wheels, kind of again. At least the back half of the bike is more or less done. We'll go back on the front half next. Alright, that's it for tonight. We'll continue on this in another 3 months or whenever I get to it. That's it for now.